Hello everyone, welcome back to Code to Commerce. Today we are going to explore three important design patterns: proxy, builder, and prototype design pattern. First, let's start with the basics. What are these patterns? The proxy pattern provides a surrogate or placeholder for another object to control access to it. The builder pattern allows for the step-by-step construction of complex objects. The prototype pattern creates new objects by copying an existing object known as the prototype. But why do we need these patterns? These patterns help us in various scenarios. The proxy pattern is useful for controlling access and managing resources. The builder pattern simplifies the creation of complex objects by breaking down the construction process. The prototype pattern helps in creating new instances efficiently when instantiation is costly. Now, let's talk about some real-life applications. The proxy pattern can be seen in a virtual assistant that answers your calls and provides information without you having to pick up the phone. The builder pattern is like assembling a piece of IKEA furniture where you follow a step-by-step instruction guide to build the final product. And the prototype pattern is like copying a favorite recipe from a cookbook to create a new dish that tastes exactly the same as the original. Now, let's see some code examples. Here is an example of the proxy pattern. In this example, the proxy image controls access to the real image, loading it only when necessary. Here we have an interface image. Then we also have two classes, real image and proxy image. Proxy image has a reference to real image and does the actual working of loading the image. This is how the proxy pattern gets used. Now, let's move on to the builder design pattern. In this example, the builder pattern helps in constructing a house step by step. The construction engineer directs the building process without needing to know the details of how the house is constructed. We have a house, which is the product that is being built. Then we have a house builder, which is an interface that defines the building steps. We also have a concrete house builder, that is a concrete implementation of the house builder interface that builds a specific type of the house. A construction engineer is a director that constructs the house using a builder. Ultimately, builder pattern example has a client code that uses the builder design pattern to create the house. Finally, let's take a look at the prototype pattern. We have an abstract class called shape which implements the clonable interface. It has fields like ID and type and an abstract method draw. The clone method in shape creates a copy of the object. If cloning fails, it catches the clone not supported exception. We then have two concrete classes, circle and square, which extend shape. Each of these classes sets the type and implements the draw method. In the prototype pattern example class, we create an instance of a circle, set its ID and then clone it. When we run the code, we can see the type of the original circle and the cloned circle. This pattern is useful whenever creating a new object is costly or complex. By cloning an existing object, we can create new instances quickly and efficiently. Now let's talk about the pros and the cons of each pattern. The proxy pattern provides controlled access, but it can add more overhead. The builder pattern makes constructing complex objects simpler, but can require many builder classes. The prototype pattern is efficient for object creation, but requires implementing cloning, which can be a little complex. And that's a wrap. We have covered proxy, builder, and prototype design patterns with examples and code. Remember, these patterns are only the tools to simplify and enhance your coding skills. As far as their usage is concerned, always make sure if they can be the right pattern to fit in. Overusage of these patterns can sometimes have more disadvantages than advantage. Please subscribe, like, share and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest videos. See you in the next episode.